Hey, how's it going? Dylan here. Today we're taking a look at a new release from Vivision Entertainment, which is actually a DVD. And I know you're thinking the channel is labeled Blu-ray Addict, not DVD Addict, isn't it? But I made a special exception for this title because it was so interesting to me. I'm a big Michael Mann fan, and The Keep I've never seen, and part of that is because it's not really available many places. It was available on VHS and Laserdisc, and that's all up until now, which is available on an actual DVD, thanks to Vivision. The Keep has a really interesting backstory, and that's part of what made it so interesting for me to actually track down and see. Thanks first to Vivision for sending this one over for me to have a look at. Sat down and watched this the other night, and boy is it an interesting film. The best way to describe it would be to say kind of Michael Mann sensibilities combined kind of with a lot of John Carpenter feel. It is not a usual Michael Mann film, and as such it's actually set in the 1940s following some Nazis going to protect a keep. And that's all I'll say. It kind of goes supernatural and kind of crazy. Mann kind of disowned the film. Paramount cut the film right down to almost a kind of nonsensical mess. But it's really interesting to look at. It's got some really nice visuals and a kind of cool soundtrack, although I don't believe it is the original soundtrack 100%, but I'll have to check on that. So yeah, what we've got here is The Keep, a Michael Mann film. Tonight they will face the evil. We've got some nice art there. Pretty plain cover, which is what I like. If we head on over to the spine, we've got Vivision's logo. The Keep, very scary looking face there. And then obviously Paramount DVD logos. On the reverse, we've got morally unsettling as it is spiritually devastating, from Electric Sheep. And I kind of agree with that. It's kind of gives you a weird feeling. It's kind of very dreamlike. They were all drawn to the keep, the soldiers who bought death, the father and his daughter fighting for life, the people who have always feared it, and one man who knows its secret. Tonight they will face the evil. Pretty cool little spiel there. So this stars a bunch of people that you will recognize, including a really young Ian McKellen, who starts out the film playing an old Ian McKellen. Kind of interesting tidbit there. I was pretty impressed with the video quality of this title, to be honest, especially since it's a DVD. It's obviously a really old master, looks like, probably the Laserdisc master, I'm guessing. There's a bit of like edge sharpening going on and noise reduction, but on a DVD, obviously it's not as apparent. There are certain scenes where you can see it, and others which actually look quite sharp and fairly well detailed, not over sharp. It's probably the best we're ever gonna get for The Keep, so I'll take it. And down the bottom here we have like more of a synopsis spiel. We've got directed by Michael Mann, Manhunter. This cult classic is finally available to own on DVD. A one-of-a-kind gothic thriller, The Keep, combines elements of horror, romance, and the supernatural in a World War II setting. Featuring an atmospheric music score by Tangerine Dream, The Keep stars Scott Glenn, among others, that I can pronounce, Robert Prosky and Ian McKellen. And we do get one special feature, which is just an original trailer, so pretty bare bones, but there's not a lot to go on with The Keep because of its history. It came out in 1993. It's an hour and 36 minutes, this cut. It's native NTSC format, so no PAL speed up or anything of the sort. And it's got its original aspect ratio of 235:1, so beautiful looking. 2.0 stereo sound, English language, no subtitles, and it's a region-free release. When we head on the inside of the package, it does actually have a reversible cover art, so one of them has the Australian ratings on it, one of them doesn't, so that's always nice. And on the disc itself, it's just a plain black disc with The Keep, which looks better than those shiny silver ones that I not really a fan of. So there we have it, The Keep from Vivision Entertainment. You can get that from Madman in various Australia retailers and direct online, so definitely one to look out for if you're a collector. And if you're a fan of Michael Mann's filmography, it's definitely probably the most interesting entry in it. It is definitely a black sheep of it, not like the others at all, but some sensibilities do come through. So thanks again for Vivision for sending this one over. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you want to see more. Hit me up in the comments or on Twitter, always open for a chat. Until next time, take care.